$5 stamp was issued in 2002 to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the award of the Nobel Prize for Literature to Derek Walcott. The stamp shows one of Derek Walcott's paintings. The four fishermen seem to be heading out to sea in search of their daily catch. The island on the horizon looks like Maria Island, but it is difficult to be sure. On the other hand, there are not so many islands along the coast of St. Lucia to choose from. If the island is Maria Island, then the fishermen must be heading north along the coast from Vieux Fort. Perhaps if we take a closer look, we will find more clues. As we zoom in, we notice another boat between the four-man boat and the island. It seems to have a two-man crew and is perhaps heading in the same direction as the first boat. If we examine the island a little more closely, we see that it does not really look like Maria Island. In fact, if I am not mistaken, there seem to be at least two buildings on the summit of the hill. The Maria Islands are, of course, completely uninhabited and have no buildings on them. Perhaps, but just perhaps, the island could be Rat Island in Shock Bay. But although Rat Island does have a couple of buildings on it, the island on the stamp appears to be much higher than the one we see from the shoreline in Shock Bay. If the island is indeed Rat Island, then the fishermen must be heading south towards Castries, and the bad weather would seem to be in the north above Martinique. The island seems to have no beaches or landing spots, but it is hard to tell from this distance. The other side of the island is probably facing the ocean, so the coastline will be even more inhospitable. The weather looks a little threatening. The clouds on the horizon appear to be full of rain that's ready to fall as soon as they arrive over the island. Only one of the fishermen has donned his oilskins in anticipation of a downpour, but it is possible that the three others have theirs stowed in the boat just in case. I imagine that fishermen go out early to catch their fish, but perhaps I'm wrong. But if I'm right, it must be quite early in the morning and they might be in for a pretty difficult day. Those clouds are quite menacing. Of course, if they are heading for Castries, then that is quite a different story. They have finished for the day and are heading back to port to sell their catch. The man standing in the prow of the boat is clearly on the lookout for something, while the two men in the well of the boat seem to be less busy. But appearances can be deceiving. Then again, who knows? Perhaps the picture exists only in the imagination of the artist.